Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Medieval Spawn and Witchblade issue number 2 of Free from Image Comics. Great cover by Brandon Peterson and BATT. Oh, who's that? I need to know. So these are the creators. Garth Ennis, Brandon Peterson. A lot of inkers. Does it say who's the... Well, there's a lot of people involved, so I'm not going to waste my time on that. But hey, let's dive in. So first of all, the art is fantastic. Brandon Peterson is a great artist. The colors is pretty cool as well. I like that a lot. This is a perfect combination. Good art, good, good story writing, in my opinion, and great coloring. So Medieval Spawn talks about this land, this fairy land was once a beautiful place, right? And they live in harmony and all that stuff. But yeah. Not so anymore, because it's been ravaged and devastated. And then Spawn hears a sound. He says, help, or something like that. And it's a wee little leprechaun. And Spawn says, oldest and wisest of the fairies folk, God, that those butchers of darkness would murder even him. Little fellow, tell us where your killers went, that we may avenge you. So this innkeeper called Stalker, I believe, I'm not sure if his name is Stalker, but that she is calling him Stalker, but, he hates those leprechauns because they give the Irish a bad name with all that old crap about fairy rings in the mystical land of Erin and a bloody ridiculous accent. And this little guy speaks in, I believe, Irish, right? And that's all I know. I swear to ye, I fear my life is all but done. May the blessing of Ireland be on ye for your kindness. And maybe the road rise to meet ye. But before he can say anything more, he's been killed. So Spawn gets in this guy's face and says, hey, what do you do that for? So the innkeeper says, I was putting out of his misery. I don't know about you, but I just couldn't stand seeing that poor wee fella suffer like that. Liar. Anyway. So, where the hell do you... did he tell you where the army of darkness has gone? And whose army they are exactly? The last he did not know, but he told me that they have gone to the fair Bel Gadriel, the center of capital for Faerie. So this guy says, hey, psst. Capital, that where's the loot's gonna be, right? So Spawn says, Katarina, that's her name. She says, hey, do you know the direction? Shit, he says, no, the little guy didn't tell me. But then the Hellspawn Witchblade tells her where to go, right? So it has an own life. And so Spawn says, hey, let's go. So Stalker says, doesn't it worry you having that whacking great lump of ironmongery stuck on your head? Not really. I'm looking forward to finding out exactly what it is. I got a feeling we could be pretty good together. And he says, I was thinking that myself. What do you mean? You and me? She says, tell me you're kidding. Stalker, if you were the last man on Earth, your chances would be still lower than a mole dung. I'm going to be down on my luck right now. And by the way, you better be right about the fairy treasure. But I like to think I still can do better than you. Now let's get going. Is that a yes or no? Okay. Right. So we see this gorgeous piece of art here where the Cardinal is reigning his what's the word? He's waging war against the fairies, right? And it looks fantastic. But then his concubine, is that how you say it? Advisor / concubine called Eleanor wants to have a talk with Royale because Royale is a conniving bastard. And she says, I want to have a word with you. And so she is wants to know what's going on. This is quite a war you've gotten into a Cardinal. A Cardinal has committed all his darkness power to the assault on Faerie. If we fail now, his empire back on Earth will fall apart. What do you really want out of his Royale? So he's lying, says, well, I want to have, study elfish magic. And she said, hey, I don't believe you. But then he says, Isn't this relevant? Your lord has almost won this battle. Once Belgrodil is linked to this earthly citadel, the fairy magic will be bound by darkness, and Cardinal will have the world. That's the plan, big plan, isn't it? So he says, well, I don't trust you, you know. Maybe you are just jealous that I am a better advisor to the Cardinal than you are. She doesn't like that. So she says, hey, do you forget that I am myself a part of the darkness? She reveals her true self. Looks cool, right? And so she says, let me ask you again, what do you want? What lies in Belgrodil that interests you so much? And the mortal woman, what we saw, this Witchblade that she wields, what is it? And why do you fear it? What threat does it pose to us? So he spills the beans that it has the Witchblade is an ancient power that can destroy the darkness. And so if they meet, on the battlefield, he doesn't know who's going to win. And she says, isn't that convenient that you didn't tell him right before we went into war with the Faerie, right? And he says, I didn't want to distract him. Didn't wish to put him off attacking Faerie, you mean? And now we're here, and that bloody woman's coming for us. Why have you brought us here? But before she can get an answer, Royale says, hey, I need your power to, invade this town because there's, different walls that needs to be destroyed. So she says, we will continue this conversation. And he says, will you pay for this, you whore? Meanwhile, Spawn and Katarina has a talk. And he says, hey, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Michelle, what do you want to know? And she says, I'm no lady. Anyway, there's not much to tell. Used to be in the army, then I went freelance. My dad wanted to be a nun, but saw that. I like drinking and fighting, really. Yeah, nice pint and a good rock, preferably in that order. And he says, have you been traveling? Yeah, she says, I've been going to Norway and to Africa and maybe perhaps Sardinia. Yeah, that was about maybe 5 years ago, near 7. And she says, hey, what's going on? How would you know? He says, what is it with you exactly? You knew my name when we first met, and now you know my movements 7 years ago? But before they can continue that particular conversation, something's happening. Well, they're getting attacked by these, I'm not sure they are goblins, demons maybe, I don't know, creatures of darkness, right? So this guy, as coward as he is, he's running away, right? And it's getting darker. Let me put him some light here. All right, this better. So, yeah, they're going to have a fight. It looks cool. I like always, chopping bits off, bits and pieces. Great art, great lighting. And he's being followed by this creature here. And then he's, I don't know, accidentally throwing away, I guess, his weapon and accidentally kills his, not on purpose. Right? And so Katarina says, hey, watch your back. And then, oh, no, this demon clubs this Spawn's face so hard that its, helmet flies off. But before we go into that particular part, I want to show you a poster by, Aaron Weisenfield and colors by Ashby Manson. Is that how you say it? It looks cool. This looks cool. And this is not the only pinup that's in here, so stick around. So yeah, Spawn is so pissed off, he just uses his magic, ripping this creature apart. And everybody looks like, whoa, what's going on? Like I said, visual feast, I like that, right? And then Katarina wants to help him. He said, are you okay? And he says, keep your distance. Suit yourself. What's this problem? Search me. Moody God. Moody Sod. Sod? Yeah. Anyway. Hey, did you see me shoot that tosser down? Pretty good, eh? Yeah, particularly like the bit where you crap your pants and like bloody Hellstalker. I'm ready. we can go on, right? So yeah, he's collecting himself. Meanwhile, at the Faerie capital, so this guy says, Belgradeel's wall has fallen. The second will follow any moment now. Cardinal stands on the brink of triumph. I must move quickly. So he's using, I don't know, a portal to teleport him to where our heroes are, right? And so he's introducing himself. Well, hello there, he says. Well met, fellow travelers. Who goes there? A friend, right? So he's playing both sides. Sneaky bastard that he is. What are you doing in these woods? I'm here on the same errand as you, Sir Knight. My name is Matthew Royale. On Earth, I am sorcerer of some small skill. I observed the darkness attack on Faerie through my viewing portal and made my way across the world to aid my elfish comrades. You liar! But the enemy's strength is beyond anything I could ever hope to vanquish. So basically he wants to help and says that Katarina is basically the key to salvation, right? The key to victory. And so she says, hey, how do you know my name? And basically he's now explaining what the weapon actually is or what the darkness is. So he explains that the darkness is now inhabited. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, well, is wielded, probably that's the best word, by Cardinal, aided by his witch queen Eleanor. Once their assault on Faerie is complete, nowhere on Earth will be safe from their depredations. And he says, hey, I can use my magic to teleport us there, right? And then he's talking about the Witchblade. And she says, Witchblade? That's its name. It was created eons ago to be a weapon of a heroine. Only one woman in a generation can wield the Witchblade. Any others that try will suffer terribly. But that lone woman who bears the blade and leads her people into the battle, she will win great victories and slay her enemies in their thousands and go down in legend as a champion, right? And she says, I like that. So they need to talk about it, and so they are agreeing that they are going there. But the stalker guy says, hey, there's something off about this guy. I don't like him, right? And it's a little bit joke here. Listen, when we get our hands on a treasure, I'm going to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. Could be quite a catch for the right young lady. I'll be rich too, you moron. Oh yeah, you forgot about that. Meanwhile, Cardinal is, killing and maiming every elf that's inside, right? So he says, spread out. Try to find every magical object that you can find and bring it here. Well, Royale is, sneaking into this palace, and there is a tower where he needs to go, to get those magical artifacts before Royale or Royal Cardinal. This wizard, this magic wielder, this warlord can have it, but he needs the heroes to distract the enemy, right? So he can go there and collect those artifacts. So there are standing their guards, try to fight off any enemy they can see, while the Cardinal, Eleanor, where's that weasel Royale? If we were to join the Faerie magic to the darkness, we have need of his skills. I've been meaning to talk to you about Royale, my lord, right? So more monsters are coming. So the innkeeper says, hey, I don't trust that fellow, so let me keep an eye on him. What do you say? And Katarina says, well, we can manage without you, right? And so they are finally meeting each other on battlefield. And he says, who the hell are these two? Caution, my lord. The Witchblade could still... You... You pair of insects can kiss it goodbye. No one defies the will of Cardinal. You know what? If I had a face like yours, I think I'd teach my arts to speak. You see Spawn looking at her. Kill them! I love this angry, over-the-top face. And Spawn says, I count at least 1,000. Good! Right, you bastards. Yeah, she likes to fight, right? And so, yeah, this is the end of the book for now. Come and get it. And looks fantastic, right? And that leads us, of course, into the next issue. But I want to show you another pinup by Mike Turner and D-Tron and Jonathan D. Smith, I guess. Wow. Just wow. So awesome. So yeah, guys, this is the end of the book. Let me know what you think about this. We're gonna show you the last issue pretty soon, and then we conclude this series. Thank you so much for watching, as always. See you next time. Bye bye.